Hello. You win. Congratulations. Ipa, thank you for that gift sub. Zombie Runs wants to thank you for that gift sub. Elbow Sub, thank you for 45 months. And Previous, thank you for 98 months. I did already fix the chest thing. I had the level up dialogues disabled altogether and forgot to undisable the chest version of the dialogue. So yeah, new version. Performance is definitely improved, as I think you saw, but also not perfect, as I think you saw. No, I'm gonna return to observation duty 5 at some point because I would like to finish the bank, but I wanted to give it a break. Eat my butt. Yes. Well, Mossy, thank you for the biddies. There we go. There's the chest dialogue. So this is the version with the quad trees for spatial search. I may have added more stuff that just... you know, like lifestyle inflation, used up the performance gains. Cokecake has been nerfed significantly. I mean, it doesn't seem to matter because you still won on the first go on the new version, so... I think there's other things that need balancing. To be honest, it's probably a lot of the leveling up stuff that I changed. That changed the balance of the overall game pretty dramatically because you gained a lot of stats with each level. So. Damage numbers are also off at the moment, but I want to bring those back. I turned them off for testing, and then I decided that I wanted to rewrite the way they're done, and then just never got back to them. And then the... what else? I changed the map back to a map that's like just easier for the monsters and for Minico to navigate. And that might have been the right move for the moment. I'm trying to balance, like, between, like, making this thing kind of not overly just a giant meme. I'm not going to change the sword to the fucking eyeballs. This is a terrible idea. Number one. And I'm not going to do the muscle shorts either. It is possible, but I would have to have another map to switch to. It's something that would be entertaining for like the first couple of swings. Don't set yourself an impossible task, Clark. Yeah, as far as like self-referential stuff goes, I'm already like at my limit as far as the kind of stuff I want to have in there. I actually don't like it referencing me this much. Like as much as it already does. Can I just lift some other game's death screen and put it in mine? I don't know. What do you think the answer is to that question? Exactly, yeah. I already have my whole ass face in here. And now my entire arm. So there is now a win condition. If you get to the end, and it's not going to spawn any more monsters, and all the monsters that have been spawned have been killed, it just kills you. That's not how any of that works. That is... It's funny how bad we are at, like, disseminating that information. Even after, fucking almost 20 years of YouTube of people going, but it's not monetized, though. It's just a fan game, Nintendo. We're not selling it. That was not a bug, Pandora. Although it has been fixed. I think. Pretty sure I disabled that. But there was a little period there where I was testing the idea of having the Kono attack be a collision body. I had this vision in my mind of it pushing enemies away and it being very cool. And it pushed enemies away and it was super boring. So I I did remove that with this update. Something from another game. Should put that one in? Any more mines you want to step on? No, it's not. That's from, we figured out the name of this game and I've forgotten it again. It's like Anaya or something. Yeah, I figured you didn't know that, but I just... It's just too funny, Kiwi. That one's much more obscure. Well, Mossy, thank you for that gift sub. So, It's this version is honestly, it's probably mostly regressions with a slight performance improvement, and that's about it. Not to say I didn't do a lot of stuff. I've been trying to get to the point where I want to make new content again. But I've been feeling blocked by the sort of fundamentals, like the core of the game. Well, I mean, I think we could probably get away with that one, Kiwi, but that again is another case of like, it's a fun stream meme. I don't know if I want to put it in the game, though. I mean, it's associated more so, far more so, with somebody else's game. But, yeah. As you can see, the performance improvements are not perfect. It wasn't a panacea. Also, the flocking was essentially a success, but then in the end, it's... are they making like a weird United States shape right now? The monsters are like... They formed into the United States. Why did they do that? That's fucking bizarre. It's the United States being ripped in half. So I've started building a debug console. So I can do stuff like that. So this ate up a lot of my time. But I was using this to dial in the monster movement stuff. And so I basically got to a point where it was like, really... I ended up not using the alignment and the cohesion, which are off right now. Because they just sort of like... What I ended up... I got to the point where I was struggling with like monster navigation of the map. And those map changes I made were perhaps a little too ambitious. There's them seeking. This probably looks completely inscrutable. Like, why do they all have these weird spaghetti dicks? But that's the amount of acceleration adjustment happening as they're changing course to chase the player. Yeah, the level percent stat is not working right now. And I didn't care to fix it. I just sort of ported everything over because I previously was just doing like... I was just drawing all these information pieces to the screen, and I wanted to get them into this HUD. But basically, I started working on avoidance, and this isn't showing everything, but I started with them just being able to sort of detect the collision things in the tile map. And that was fine, but I didn't really have enough information to have them change course. Like, I borrowed the separation algorithm, which essentially just sends a sort of opposite force of acceleration, right? So it was just like pushing them directly away from collision objects. And then I started looking at, like... raycasting instead, which technically is in there. I don't have a visualization for it at the moment, but I was starting to look at having them use rays to detect blockages in their path and then choose like a path around it. But I didn't get that done. So that may be a future thing. I would like to get there because I would like to be able to do the more complicated, detailed maps. But I can't really do them if everything's just going to be crashing into everything and getting stuck. And I don't know if the ray casting is going to be the answer, or if I'm going to have to maybe explore like A-star algorithms. And I'm getting a little worried because the performance improvements only go so far. And if I start having to do like pathfinding from every monster, I'm worried that the game is just going to flatten out to 1 frame per second on my stream PC here. I was absolutely hoping for much better results, and it just... It's fine, I guess, but it's not very good. It's not nice like it is on my stream PC. I just need to get a whole new stream PC. I think I said the wrong PC there, somewhere in there, and it's fine. I meant my gaming PC. It's nice on my gaming PC. It's bad on my stream PC. I do like doing that. Uh, 2019, I think, 2018, somewhere in there. Oh, I have done the thing where now it's expecting interaction. All of this, all this time that I've done browser game stuff, I have been just lucking into the fact that, like, when the browser source initially goes... Yeah, I don't know if I can get it to come back now. Maybe a refresh? It doesn't think that it doesn't have audio context. This is the way browsers work. This is the thing that, like, fights, like auto-playing... Like, flash ads from back in the day that would just play loud audio. Browsers require there to be some sort of user interaction inside of any DOM element before they'll play audio. But fortunately, the way that OBS is set up, that's not necessary unless you interact with the browser source, in which case you have fucked up. Which I did to show you guys the debug. Soy Cool, thank you for 72 months. So we'll see where it goes from here. I do want to work on the content side of things more, but I also am... I don't want to be defeated by this monster movement thing. So I'm going to continue to try to figure out the ray casting and see if that does the trick or not. The trouble I feel is that, like, I'm using, like, Boids-based algorithms, and all of the Boids, all of those examples that I've seen anybody do, they have very fast-moving Boids. And I'm using them for slow-moving monsters, relatively. So, like, I'm not sure that collision avoidance is going to work as well. Because fast-moving Boids only need a little nudge for a big effect, right? These slow-moving bastards, they need a continual reminder. They need to know, like, I need to keep going this way. I need to keep going this way. But, yeah, I'm still working hard on it. I'm still enjoying working on it. Just throwing out programming terms. Well, you know, you got to shoot your shot. Nice. Nice. Let's see what signed distance fields are. This doesn't look like it's going to help me. Looks like they are extremely not performant. And extremely complicated. No, it's all good. I immediately ran into people talking about like, yeah, you gotta basically run this on the GPU. I need to see the ray casting through first and see if that works for me. All right. Well, I'm done talking about this. Why are we in a tiny window? How's the volume level here? Sounds good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We're just gonna relive what we already experienced, and it's fine. And we may have new choices. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Oh yeah, I need to get into the Magnus archives. I need to be regularly reminded. Oh yeah. It looks like I may fit down here if the words never... If they always wrap right there, I could be here. Right? Punks! Thank you for 89 months. You think it's the same or similar enough? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know nothing. I was gonna play it like it's not gonna be the same. If that's what you're talking about. Hold on. My glasses need fewer obstructions. I'm just gonna walk through the baby answers at first. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I like opening up by just being annoying.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Actually, I feel like... Uh-oh.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
You moving up a smidge? Like, how much is it? Is that a smidge? I'm part of the quick menu now.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
I'm in the fucking way?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think...
Oh, I accidentally clicked and I missed out on the lovely voiceover. Son of a fuck. It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Maybe I could have. Nope. We can sure read it, though. And that's fine. I'm not... It's my fault. It's my fault.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. I have no other choice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs. and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm going for it, y'all.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, she had a voice. Should I just dive in? Let's do it.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Holy shit, that hurts.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Why do we have a bird hand?
We can still turn this around.
Why did we start with a bird hand? I feel like we didn't in the demo. Really? I thought it changed over time in the demo. Guess not. Also, we have a sort of amalgam of bird hand and human hand in the first frame there, don't we? That is a very regular looking thumb. No, actually, I think it's going behind the knife. That's what I'm seeing. Never mind. That is not a thumbnail. That is whatever the plating, whatever that is. Finish the job. Boop.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Excuse me?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
We did it! Speedrun, world record, PB.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
Is it not? My world record, though.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait. Hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
He does remember.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah. I think this stuff is new. I don't remember this stuff, and this is good. I like it.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, fuck. Narrator's got us here.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Wait. Are we stuck in, like we always have to slay the princess in every world? Is that what you're saying?
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to
I
me.
fucking
Don't
didn't
talk
fucking
to
do.
her, don't trust her. Just go in, do your job, and save the world.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Because fuck you.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I like how there's an additional audio drone in the background right now that was not there before. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but...
I love how he goes to the pandering.
You're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
It's so good. Every time you start to really get to like the good questions, he always falls back on this pandering like, you're gonna get a special prize. I can't tell you what it is, but it's better than anything you're thinking of.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oh, yeah. Also, these alternate personalities are great, too. I love how they have, like, the perfect, like, expected reaction for their particular personality.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
You idiots. You dummies. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I played, like, the first screen of Disco, and then it seemed like it was going to be massive, and I think I just meant to go back to it and didn't. Nothing against it. Would like to, at some point, do it. Turn around and leave.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going?
Thank you. Thank you for that extremely useful information, Funkster. Well, Disco's shorter than a trip to the moon. Okay. Great point.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
even know where you're going.
Not if you're walking. Do you even know where you're going? Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah, I probably don't need to be quite so exiled. I can't be anywhere with this game because the text is everywhere. I can't be right here because, well, I mean, I can't because I'm this huge now. I can't even be like on this side over here because the princess talks on this side up here in this corner. And if I'm over here, the dialogue choices are here. And if I'm down here anywhere, there's gonna be some narrator text.
Huge man.
This is me, I'm a huge man. I could be like maybe right here. Yeah, right in the middle.
Huge man.
There's just nowhere to be. There's nowhere to be. There's nowhere I can be.
That's strange.
Taryn,
It
say
looks
with
like
biddies.
this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Let's think of the gifts up to Huge Man live.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting... What's going on? Where are we?
Are we a tree? Are we becoming a tree?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real Slay the
And
Princess
in the
starts
basement
here.
of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Nice to have. Nice, nice.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to
I'm going
stop you
serial
from
killer
slaying her.
mode this time.
Don't believe a word she says. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
I love
The
listening to
floor
him
and
talk,
walls
but I'm
are
going to skip
painted
these
with
ones that are
fine
exactly
lead.
the same.
The blade is your implement.
Okay.
You'll need it if you... You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. Her voice carries up the stairs.
I'm checking them to make sure they are the same, because I remember from the demo, even like the description as you're coming in here and stuff like that, all of that changes sometimes, but this one's the same so far.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain on...
She's so cold.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I think there's more complicated rules than that with the hero voice, but I'm not sure. I mean, I have no idea, but I would imagine that maybe there's like a scoring, possibly.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
This is different.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I'm basically following the logic from the conversation that we had with the narrator on our second meeting with him, right? Where he's like, well, you probably didn't do what I said. So now I'm doing exactly everything. I'm not talking to her. I'm just marching in, picking up the blade, stabbing the princess. Just get it out of the way.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Anonymously with the gift sub.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
What now, narrator?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending. No, wait, no. I'm doing everything the narrator says. I'm agreeing with the narrator. Oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades.
Hold on a second.
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
You got the cups. I said no trash. Yeah, no trash. No trash. He's too smart. He knows how to open the trash can. Yeah, I took the cups away. No cuppies. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. This seems... Am I happy?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Oh man, I don't know which one I like better. I like both of them quite a lot. This one's more psychotic, I think. But this one's fun. I think I'm gonna go with the psychotic route. Oh, Explore will let me choose both? Right. Yeah, that would, wouldn't it? But, well, Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it. Yeah, we did. I just changed this as well, of course. So, BFA tricked me.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
I love how evil the narrator is.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist, happy, forever.
Congratulations! The princess, the world ender, eternal bliss. Yay, you did it! Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Wow, I sure can. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're all right. Now, hold on though. How does this work? This is just gonna load me back to that screen, right? Do I start a new game in this case? Okay.
You're on a path in the woods,
Hold on.
and at the end of that path,
Another shenanigan
is a cabin.
occurring.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sorry about that.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be...
Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed... Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you?
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I just spent, seriously, like 5 minutes trying to figure out what fucking tab I had open with your stream on it, and I hit my headset. So it was channeled into your thing, and I was like, I don't understand, why am I not hearing my music? Why am I hearing the game? Like, I don't even hear the music, all I hear is the game. Like, I don't understand where this is coming from. Like, is my Spotify not working? No, you fucking dumbass. Just look at the headset. Just look at the fucking headset, you dumb bitch.
It is easy to forget. You're not done.
Well, normally there's like a staticky whatever, like... Anyway.
Bun, you don't fit.
I'm gonna eat. Do you need things?
I could maybe eat a little bit.
Well, what I'm eating you won't want.
Okay.
Unless you've developed a like for lettuce. I don't.
Not that much. I can probably wait till later.
Okay.
Enjoy.
You too. Let me know how it ends. If you can survive the death princess thing.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. but you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh no, we have a Zap Brannigan in our head. Yeah, the four of us, the princess, the smitten, the hero, and myself. Well, only two personalities.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Namico. Thank you for the gift subs. Goddamn. Very much appreciated.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Also, Doug, thank you for 21 months. I think I missed you there. And Anonymous, thank you for that gift sub. Appreciate y'all. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, She will.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Twitch? Is Twitch twitching?
The interior of the cabin
okay.
is clean and
Oh.
elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? You waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
The
Now
hell?
it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep.
We
off
are
our
a
feet
bird.
if we have a feather out of place.
What the hell?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Thank you for the gift sub.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Her
binding
dress
her
is
to the
all
far
like
wall.
nice now. And her crown is different as well.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She is much more anime face now.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh, man.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah. You fucker.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
It is so good.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh, these are interesting. Haha! Yeah, this is the one here. This is the one here. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I agree with the hero here.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
This one's important, I think. They're all very good. Well, the second two are very funny. I feel like if we want to stay on the course we're on, we probably have to do number one. this weird romance the princess course. Could indeed save. I will save, but I'm undecided as yet whether I want to be Mr. Scum or not. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Uh-huh.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
Let's jump to rescue the princess, I think. I'm curious about the answers to these questions, though. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I mean, this is a lost cause, Mr. Narrator. You should know that by now.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would.
He would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
It does slide right
Approach
off.
the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Then she could have always left.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
God, the dialogue in this is absolutely the toppest of tiers.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want. You want to end the world. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Paint, thank you for 112 months. My God. Yeah, the age-old question. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? The age-older question. What do you want to eat? I don't think that's even a relationship thing. I think that's a problem amongst all humans. We should just never ask each other that question. Ever. Just never, ever. Damn. Like, the only trouble I have with this game every time is, like, I'm always torn between... There's the option that I want for, like, the little narrative that I'm kind of creating for my little run. And then there's... But the explore options. You know what I mean? Like... I know. Well, the thing is that explorer options can change things, so it's not... They do, though. They change your dialogue choices and sometimes cut off things. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, yeah. You really don't know. Yeah, taking the knife is an explorer, yeah. That's why I'm always a little bit torn, because the thing that's the most enjoyable in this game is every piece of dialogue. I know. Just gonna have to play it over and over. If you want to leave, then let's leave. This is good too. But this acknowledges the only thing that she actually did say that she wanted.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
The music is triumphant. We won.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it. It's the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
There is one little problem, though, that sometimes the voice volume dips really hard. Anybody else noticing this? Or is that just on my end? It's very occasionally, yeah. It was really competing with the music. I'm just going to turn the music down. Can you still hear the music at this level? I imagine it was a monumental undertaking to fucking edit all that audio. So, oh, barely. It's intentional. I just want to hear his beautiful voice.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Well, that's you, the narrator. You're doing that.
That's a familiar move.
Yeah.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
But it's okay, because there's another little door right here, and he didn't lock that.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Now I sense a betrayal on the way.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
There's a fully open window in the fucking dungeon, by the way.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I like the candle flame being the sparkle in her eye here in this scene. That's a cool little touch.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I've really come around on the hero. The way the hero was in the demo, like, we only got limited tastes of everything in the demo, and then so I kind of had my original opinion of the hero coming into this, which is like, initially the hero seems sort of like the gullible doofus, like, you know, I'm here to save a princess, not slay a princess, you know, da-da-da. But then the hero just continually is like, you know, actually, something doesn't seem right here. Oh, no. Oh, what's the most fun here? They're all good. This one seems like it's the most along our path that we're on. You know? The blind, passionate romantic. Yeah, romantically failing to open the locked door together. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
She rips the door off of its hinges, and you're just like,
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And
yeah.
the lock clicks and the door cracks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
Fantastic.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Man, you know what? This smacks of some shit that, like, Tim Curry has done. Tim Curry would have been excellent in something like this, you know? Not that our beautiful narrator here isn't also perfect for this, but just saying, it's giving me those vibes. It would be truly wonderful.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Huh? What is? The knife? Oh no,
Yes,
the door.
I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the
Phew.
door to the cabin.
I think I have to say, Punkster, if that was an intentional choice, I don't love it. It just sounds like it's wrong. You know what I mean? It just sounds like a mistake. It doesn't sound like an intentional choice. Because it is literally just hard to hear. That's my feelings on that, unfortunately. I think it's just because I really like hearing it so much. The voice acting and the dialogue is so well written that it's like, please let me hear it. Hi. They wouldn't let me be bigger than this.
And then you step out.
Your love will set you free. Romantic haze. Uh-oh.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go?
She still didn't...
Should we try and find
She
her?
still didn't do anything.
Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The narrator is gone. Was it cutting out? There's been a bug with my stream lately where my audio, seemingly my capture audio, blips. So I think it might actually just be me, but only for you. Unfortunately. Yeah. M just reminded me to listen to the Magnus archives just now. Thank you. Thank you for a reminder, day one. Since I'm not hearing it, you guys are. Best I can guess, my capture card sucks. Or its driver sucks, or something sucks. Definitely something sucks. The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
A villain vanquished.
Not sounding quite so confident anymore. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. A nerve.
Let's do it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I'm doing it. You approach the mirror. And it's just Wayne. We're just Wayne. Wearing bird gloves. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's me. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the captain. The cabin. Did I say captain? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh. This got poignant very fast. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So, we shape the princess, but there are others. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Getting straight answers left, right, and center here. Oh my god. Oh my lord. I'm gonna walk him down, I think. I'm just gonna walk him down. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, wow.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Good lord. Holy shit. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
I think we know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
The final choice. The one I'm the most interested in is destroy your body. Which is just mind-melting. One does seem thematic. We can always save. It is done. Let's go with number one. What happens now? Like, I like this, except for it seems completely out of nowhere. Like, we're just having a conversation, and all of a sudden, just destroy thyself. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, wow. And here we have the objective of the game. The true objective. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Good answer. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
True, but useless. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? I'm not going back.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I don't know. I actually really have no idea. I mean, we're in an infinite void, and if everything she said is true, then this is a meaningless thing to do. But therefore, it makes it interesting to me. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then
Yeah,
I'll wait
see.
with you.
You can't threaten someone who's infinite, unborn, in an infinite void. And also that's you too, by the way. Wait forever. Okay.
You are as
I've done this before.
And forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
God damn. Oh! Okay. It's been forever now. Let's go back.
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Amazing! Incredible. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1. The
You're
Hero
on a
and the
path
Damsel.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
She reset
cabin
us.
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
How should we craft our path this time, huh? Isn't there like a skeptic personality? I have done the leaving one, yeah. There isn't? Or I don't understand what they're saying here. I don't think I want to skip unseen text. I don't know what after choices means. Nor do I really know what transitions is all about. Am I misinterpreting this? Sub-options? Where are the main options? I can't activate skip. No, this is just the header. That would be really bad UI design, right? What would display do in that paradigm? No, the auto just automatically advances after dialogue. Yeah, you can hide that. You think it's a typo? That would be weird, right? Who would choose that? I only want to skip the things I've never seen before. That's how I play games. There's no way that's a typo? Oh. Let's maybe look at accessibility. Nope. I don't think there is such an option, basically. Right, yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, so are you 100% sure that's the case? Ah, well, I think we've confirmed here that we have no option for that. Well, what the scenario that BFA just indicated, like if you have played it before, but then you, I don't know, lost your save or you started completely fresh and you've already seen everything, then you would want it to let you skip the things that the game doesn't know you already know. Whereas by default, it doesn't let you skip things that you haven't seen before, I guess? It was a little bit of a flashbang. These buttons were here the whole time. They're not here now. They were here the whole time. They're on by default. Anyway, let's figure out how to craft our path to a new personality. I want to try to get the, who was it? The adversary? Ah, gotcha. So this will do that for us. Okay. Noted. I guess we'll just be annoying in a different way. Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the prince. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not sure how we deliver other personalities to this deity. If indeed that is even the metagame, if that doesn't extend beyond that particular path we went down, then I've really been taken in with a ruse. But like a lot of these, I don't like the ones where we fight. I don't know how we get
part of the manipulation.
One out. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
That is exactly what I was thinking, Punks.
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, yeah. You caught me. I'm here to slay you. Oh, man. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I love how much she changes through all these.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay, we've talked enough. What's your name? The princess?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
A relationship. This feels like going back to this at this point would be wildly weird. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I like this. This is stupidly wrong. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think it's a chance we'll have to
Aw,
take.
I didn't mean to
We
skip
can make
that.
this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I tried that earlier, Pandora. Fairly sure that's not the case. Yeah. I can drag it, though.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Is this as snarky as it sounds, or do we literally turn around and then have to slay her? I'm gonna go with number 1. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Tough choice here, I feel.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh! What if he hears us?
I wonder then if it's the first choice you make on the second chapter that just determines what what our extra personality is, right?
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
See, this is a situation where I feel like it's not supposed to be
Wrong
quiet.
foot. We've a world to save, after all.
And here I am talking over it, so it's even more inaudible. Is that sound effects, I guess? Yeah. Yes, it is. For some reason, I thought it was like part of the music. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah, but this was normal audio levels though. Which, yeah, I don't know. It is strange.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
I agree. Voice is paranoid.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
I think we should go to the mirror immediately. Oh, yeah, there is somebody at the window.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's a lot of somebodies at the window.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Ah, no mention of our friends. I'm going to approach the mirror immediately and not notify the narrator of my actions.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
No, shut up!
It's a mirror.
Stop it!
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's irritating.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in
Well,
there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Thanks to the hero's big mouth. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Yes,
she knows
finally.
that we're here.
Finally, someone mentioned the window people.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense.
You forgot to
died,
assign homework.
Certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Well, that's not good. Anonymous, thank you for the gift sub to Smallest Man Cam. Nice.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Yeah. What about those eyes,
The
narrator?
air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Did you fall? You failed. You tried to get up there. There was no room. There was no room.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Hi. How hard is it to throw a knife? Huh?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Oh man. Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Hey, don't insult the hero. He's alright.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Nice. Left is best.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think!
That face is absolutely a mask now.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. What are you doing? I'm working! Do you want this body to function? Or do you want to? And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Don't interrupt him.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves, heart, lungs,
This is awesome.
liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
lungs, liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Oh, he stopped this time.
You're back. Lungs,
Oh, okay, we're good, we're good.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
Heart, lungs, liver,
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
What happened after you killed me last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Nerves, heart, lungs,
well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Thank you for the gift sub to Heart, Lungs, Feet,
lungs,
Feety Roo. Feety Roo?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
heart, lungs,
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
lungs, liver, nerves,
You seem miserable.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways?
nerves, heart,
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Okay, let's get out of here.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
What? No!
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
liver, nerves, heart,
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. And do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
nerves, heart,
I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Yeah, I love the voice of the paranoid. It's very cool.
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
step onto the stairs.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious. Heart, lungs,
You're almost there.
heart, lungs. The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Heart. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important if you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Liver. Heart. Liver. Nerves.
I think the door's locked.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
Hey, that one goes out to everybody who who pointed that out earlier.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her.
It doesn't seem like a knife would really do much to a ghost.
I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
I mean, yes.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
Is that me?
Heart. Right, heart.
Oh, I see.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Finally, I can heart. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. Lungs, they were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Heart. Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Trust me.
Yes, of course. Duh.
Really? So you'd have them trust her? Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
What's that? What are you doing?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Just a cat protest.
nerves,
Thank you for your gracious show of support.
lungs, liver,
But that's a marginal preference.
nerves,
We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are
liver,
intact.
nerves,
Whatever.
heart,
You heard what he had to say.
lungs,
So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking.
lungs, liver,
All right.
nerves,
You can let me take over again.
lungs. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
So good.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now, and I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door!
We're leaving.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually done it.
All right, so that I think is intentional. He faded away.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too.
Yep.
It's itching
It sure
against
is.
my skin.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground.
Why is it so cold?
We're slaying the princess. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. Or I could be less mean. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. I like that one better.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it.
It's the
right
hero,
now,
not
it's
the
gonna be
paranoid
end of
guy.
Everything. It's calling us, and not in a good way.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Can we trust you?
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. Oh, wow. This is different. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Well, she doesn't need a mouth hand anymore. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld
Princess
together,
of Theseus.
and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I don't know if I agree with this one, so I don't think I'm going to do that one. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
The philosophy of the visual novel. Oh. Oh, how dare you do this to me? How dare you? What's the big difference between thank you and why, huh? This one's more interesting, I think. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Well, fair enough. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
It's fascinating. She also said the last one would make for a tender heart, I feel. Or maybe a soft heart is what she said. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
These options again. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I'm sorry for the burdens I place on you.
This remains. The reason I don't want to go with that one is I don't at this moment see why that must be the case, other than the title of the game. But it seems it means many things. Destroy self. I am quite tempted. These will be my only saves. For good measure. Let's find out. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space you body should be, you body feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Well, we have that answer. I assume that attacking would be as futile. The thing is I don't know if I want these things on my permanent record. But let's find out. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Those I can live with, having tested out. This one I'm not so sure. This feels so much more consequential. But it's okay, because it is now the end of the night, and I have my saves. So we will be returning to slay the princess another day. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, as you might be able to guess, I'll be returning to normal gun day with the boys. I mean, if the boys are down. I actually haven't checked. But SCREAMADAY will go on. But it's been a month off, and I'm ready to get back to the old gun day. Mallory, thank you for the gift sub to the princess. Oh, hi, you're here. Amazing work. That's all I can say. Give you the little VIP there. Yeah. Like... just the whole game. I love the dialogue and the voice acting. His dog. Yes, I'm almost done. It is nearly dinner time. But yeah, we're big fan. Oh my gosh! Good gosh! Come up here. I am so tiny. Yes. Yeah, sure. Both of these criminals, as the other one has now jumped up as well. 2 criminals. They're mad at me because I went slightly over, but I had to finish that chapter. This stops the barking temporarily. But yeah, I don't want to gush, but I have to say that I've been very much anticipating this game ever since the demo came out. I was anticipating it before that. And I think you guys did an absolutely stellar job. The writing is incredible, and the acting is pretty much perfect. Just super enjoyable. It's such a funny game, too. It's super funny. So, yeah. Yeah, it's an amazing game. I love it. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Nice to meet you, by the way. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight, everybody. Most likely we'll be returning to Slay the Princess on Monday to continue delving into the depths of the void. So until tomorrow, have a beautiful night. I'll see you guys next stream.